Daniel, so good to see you back in the points.
Thank you, Lawrence.
I just saw you chat to Lando earlier about how tricky it was out there with the wind.
Yeah, it was certainly tricky. I mean, we don't expect it to not be tricky, but it was at times very tricky, and just kind of just talking about how it's so hard to be consistent. Like, sometimes I would have like half a second swings from one lap to the next, and then I'd say, my tires are dead, and then 2 laps later I was able to then get back down to a lap time. So it was really still very tricky, and not always that easy to understand what exactly you're going to get or what's going on, but the winds can affect that. But I think also the way the tires kind of went off today, it seemed a clear 2-stop quite early in the race, where I think everyone probably thought a 1-stop was likely today. So certainly had to adapt a bit on the fly, but I say adapt, we're also prepared for different scenarios. But yeah, ultimately I think it was decent to get in the points, but didn't have like some strengths of yesterday's races, didn't quite have that today. Couldn't quite get the car where I wanted in a few corners where I was happy yesterday. So yeah, obviously the track changed a bit with also the rain this morning, so not sure it made life easier, but anyway, I think we put up a solid race. Nothing to spray champagne over, but I think a bit of damage limitation on a circuit which proved tricky for us this weekend.
Do you kind of leave thinking that there's still plenty of work to do across all areas, really, just to get this car into a window that you're happy with? Yeah,
there is, and to be honest, until we're winning, there's probably always going to be work, but still obviously a bit more on my side to just, a lot of the time it's so on the edge that it's just hard to read, I think, as well, and that explains some of the inconsistency with lap times and stuff like that. We'll keep chipping away. I think Le Castellet will show completely different kind of challenges, if you will. But I'm looking forward to going there. Looking forward to a week off. I'm glad there's no triple header, not for a while at least. Especially the sprints. I love the sprints, but they are a bit more intense the weekend. So I'm glad we get a weekend off now.